This is my Stanley fatmax. I've had this drill for quite a while. It's the 18 volt with the lithium batteries. Really good. It's my go-to drill. As you can see, it's well used. And last week this charger switched on 24 hours a day more or less. Just leave it switched on and switch the batteries over. I went to move it from where it hasn't moved for 2 years roughly, and as soon as I touched it I heard a pop. So the fuse went on the plug. Put a new fuse in, popped a new fuse again. So I thought, oh, better take it apart. So I did, took it apart. Could not get these screws out because it's the security screws. I ended up using the fatmax drill to drill them out. So I did that, drilled the screws out, and started looking at the board. So we've got the board here. I have repaired it already over here. What I started doing was tracing back here. That's the input here. I started removing components to try and find, as you can see, I've removed several components. I've had the capacitor out, I've had this capacitor out, I've had the resistors out, this capacitor out. Couldn't find it, and I was working my way up, coming through here to find the short, and then we come to all of this small circuitry here, and I haven't got the skill or the patience to remove any of these to find out where the problem was. But it was beyond here. I would call that planned obsolescence. So, fix it. How do we fix it? On the back here, we've got 20 volts. So that's what the power supply uses. And this is the mains power supply section here, and this is the battery control section over here. So I knew the fault was with this, and it needs 20 volts. So what I've done is I've got an old laptop charger, which is this is 19.5 volts. I traced the positive and negative by connecting up the battery and checking. Traced it back and connected the positive negative from the laptop transformer into the charging circuit. Let me show you here. Excuse my fingers. Initially, this was the positive. Yes, this was a positive over here, but this created too much of a draw for some reason, so I skipped this stage of the power supply. There's an inductor over here which I disconnected. So that's my new 19.5 volt feed-in, which skips this whole main section where the problem was, and now we've got a charger that works again. We'll be careful switching it on here. So here's my plug. green light flashes, this battery is charged anyway. Close up. Charging, that's fully charged anyway, that one. So that's your fix for a fatmax charger using an old laptop power supply. Just skip this main section here and you're good to go.